I think the issues about the suppression of free speech, which is what this issue is at the center of, is as a result of politics. And it was the same politics that led them to arrest me in 2019. Prosecute me for 5 years, failed at it, and instead of learning from the past or their mistakes, they continued in 2025. This is one of the 5 cases that are related to my freedom to freely express myself that is before this Federal High Court. I also have one against that was brought against me by the illegal IGP, several of them. But what transpired in court today is a situation where the DSS, in its lawlessness and irresponsibility, came to disgrace even the president of Nigeria, because a key evidence was admitted where the president even said that it is his duty to protect the rights of people who might have adverse commentary against him. I'm not standing for before people say that I'm supporting Tinubu. Whether he says it or not, it doesn't matter to me. I've been speaking my mind even when he was a senator in 1992 under the military. But that was what was made available to the DSS playboy that they brought today. What is also very interesting is that the DSS should stop disgracing itself by presenting some of their most unqualified officials to represent them in public. This guy said he has been in the DSS for 10 years. He didn't know that I was arrested in 2019. But the bottom fell off at the last minute when he said, I was not prompted by the president to do what I came here to do. I came here to come and arrest, to prosecute Sowore because his speeches were threatening national security. So when are we going to prosecute Tinubu for threatening national security when he said Jonathan was a drunkard? Was he prosecuted? When he said Obasanjo was a rotten fish, when Obasanjo was president of Nigeria, was he prosecuted? And several other things he has freely said. But, you know, this is a period that we must start questioning also the mental stability of these guys and our security services. I know the simple reason they did this. The DSS director, whose tenure has expired in November, wants to be pleasing the villa by saying, Oga, we are protecting your reputation. It is my reputation that needs to be protected. You cannot protect the reputation of a person without reputation. I'm the only person in this matter that has a reputation to protect. I didn't even sue them, despite everything they had done to me. And we were able to prove that in the evidence. By the way, and I'll let the lawyer speak. When the judge admitted in evidence several statements that was made by now his ambassador to nowhere, Reno Omokri, that the president is a drug lord, international drug lord. He repeated it severally that the judge got a point and said, please stop playing, just mute the mic. It was embarrassing. And we asked the DSS, didn't you clear this guy? Even after saying all this, the guy said he doesn't know how they cleared him. So it's just to let you know that we must, in the course of doing this, continue to pay attention to our own national welfare and well-being, issues of security, and most importantly, how to change the leadership of this country from unserious people to people that are sound intellectually. And I say that because of the very exemplary position and the performance of our lawyer in Courtroom. No matter what happens in this case, we are happy about the end of the case as far as today is concerned. To the point that we even greeted the prosecution. Because we know this is also patronage. Some lawyers have to chop. Otherwise, this case had no business in any, not even at an area court in Kabusa area of Abuja. Thank you, but our lawyers are here to take it further.
Very well.
Yeah.
It was quite an interesting court section today. Can you just...
I agree with you. It was quite an interesting and an eye-opening court session today. The DSS simply came to court to embarrass itself through the witness they brought to court today. The DSS witness tendered in evidence video recordings of the president asserting that as the president of Nigeria, he has a duty to protect the fundamental right of his critics, accusers, and abusers. And that in a democracy, the freedom of expression under the democratic tenets is sacrosanct and non-negotiable. Unfortunately, and quite very fundamentally, we had a DSS personnel who is also not aware of the things that has been published in the DSS official website. We had a DSS official in court today who tendered before the court an evidence that was admitted of somebody whom they declared calling the president an international drug baron. And he tendered this evidence in court today.
And they don't call him a criminal.
And the person also called the president a criminal. And when we asked him, why did you clear this person as an ambassador designate? He said he would not know why he was cleared, but that, however, he has been cleared. The current trial shows the failing of a nation, and it's quite unfortunate that the country has descended to the point that we are today, where a DSS official will admit that the president never instructed him to file a case on his behalf, that he does not have the instructions or the directives of the president to file a matter, but that he is not subject to the president of Nigeria, but to his bosses at the DSS office. He said the DSS, that's the service, has directed the filing of this charge. We are not subject to the president. That is quite unfortunate. Where the Secret Service of Nigeria, that even leads us back to the reason behind the filing of this matter. The DSS that we know used to be a secret agent, saddled with responsibility of intelligence gathering and forwarding same to the appropriate security agencies. The DSS are not to be seen in public pursuing matters of this nature. The DSS Act that established the DSS established them as one of the 3 secret service agents in Nigeria. Unfortunately, this current DSS now dabbles into every affairs, like who should marry or who should not marry who.
Debt recovery.
Like who is owing and who is not owing. In short, the DSS now that we know in the office now writes agreements between debtors and the tenant of the debtors against the other.
Landlord.
Tenancy and landlord matters. This DSS now dabbles into it. A girl was arrested by the DSS and detained. What was her offense? She refused to marry a man that her father insisted that she marries. And on that account, the DSS arrested and detained the girl. It took our efforts to get that girl released after a long detention. This is the failing of a nation and a system. Under the same system where bandits now post videos on YouTube and on the social media. TikTok. And you have a man who says that he regulates and monitors the social media 24/7. The only thing they monitor are those that insult or does not insult the president. The activities of the bandits in the bush, who in their droves or who on daily basis kidnap our people for ransom, is not their concern. This is quite very shameful, and we are seizing this opportunity to insist and inform the DSS that as it stands today, this is the lowest that the DSS can ever go. That the DSS must, as a matter of urgency, retract their steps. They have lost credibility. They are now close to the state where the police of Nigeria is at the moment. They must retrace their steps and begin to do what they were set up in the first place to do. Intelligence gathering to stop the tide of terrorism and kidnapping in the country today.
And by the way, only intelligent